Hey, Grant. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the 2011 William Loud Bendigo International. We have a quarter-final matchup streaming live, currently going out through the Australian Open channel on YouTube. Our matchup today, James Lemke taking on Big Sammy Groth, two contrasting style players. My name is Leon. I'll be your commentator, and we are joined with expert comments from a player that's just come off court no less than about 5 minutes ago, Matt Reid, who had a fantastic win over up-and-comer Luke Saville. Matt, thank you for joining us.
No, thank you.
3 minutes.
And some pretty good form yourself there in the first, in your quarter-final matchup. Luke Saville, have you played him before?
Yeah, I actually played him in his first ever Futures event, and that was about 3 or 4 years ago, so it was good to play him again, and he's improved a lot, and I think he's got a huge future ahead of him.
And were you surprised? He started really well, and it looked like he in that match he decided he wanted to get to the net a lot, and he's trying to use that big serve and forehand. We saw him earlier this week, and he used that pretty well. His serve and forehand, and structured the point pretty well, but you then sort of got the tide changing your way early in that first set, and got your forehand up and going, and probably took that match away from him there. You pretty happy with your form?
Yeah, I was really happy, and yeah, he did start off that way, but I think the balls got really soft after a while, and that kind of helped me, as he was probably more the aggressive player, and he was making a few more errors, which let me get in control of most of the points towards the end.
And you will now, you're heading into the semi-finals, and you're going to actually play the winner of this match, Sam Groth and James Lemke. So very interesting bystander here, and Sam Groth, just an enormous serve. It just seems to get bigger and bigger every time you watch it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's not fun returning it.
But it is good to see Big Sammy Groth, who is sort of, obviously at a bit of the crossroads, I suppose, with where he's headed, but he's indicated that he is very keen to get back into tennis, and starting at this tournament, he is the defending champion, and he just talking to him in the clubhouse, he sounds pretty keen to defend the title here. So I think he's going to put up a pretty good match against James Lemke here.
Yeah, James is very tough. He won't miss, but Grothy's not going to go down without a fight, especially with that serve and the tats.
Plenty of tats. Maybe they'll make the difference. A bit more ink on the arms. He's been playing a bit of Aussie rules. Big Sam Groth. And how do you reckon you'd go if he was playing at full forward? You wouldn't be liking to walk down to full back and stand him, would you?
No, it wouldn't be fun. He's a big boy. I think he's even come back bigger than what he was.
Yeah, the cannons are certainly... he's got the cannon shirt out just to put them all on display there today. So streaming live, Power Audio Visual in Bendigo, making it possible to stream out through YouTube as a live event on YouTube. We're very excited
Quarterfinal match
to be able to stream
3 top-8 sets.
Pro Tour tennis live around the world, and we have Matt Reid joining for special comments. Matt having a really good...
From Australia, James Lemke.
quarter-final win over young Luke Saville. Let's look at
Groth
the
on the toss.
rest of the
Choice to
matches.
serve.
We've got another great quarter-final match on court. Michael Look and Michael Venus. Plenty of noise coming from over that direction before.
Yeah, I went over to watch a little bit of it because I heard it when I was playing. I think Michael got the first set,
Time.
but I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Venus starts to fight back. I actually played him last week in the semis, and it was 5-4 love 40 in the third set, and he had 3 match points. No, I had 3 match points and ended up losing it somehow.
Yeah, certainly. Both guys are in pretty good form.
Yeah, they both fight really hard.
And I think looking forward, we've talked a lot about the Australian Open wildcard playoff. Obviously, you'll be hopefully a feature in that one coming up on the 6th of December. I think I saw your name on the entry list. You're in the mix.
Yeah, I entered, and I didn't get in off the ranking because you have to be under 250, but hopefully Tennis Australia decide to give me a wild card, as I'd love to play it, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Some good performances. Another semi-final here at Pro Tour level. You're certainly knocking on the door. It's there are plenty of good players in the wildcard playoff, and both these two guys on court, players that may feature in that, and also some household names. Chris Guccione and Carson Ball obviously played Davis Cup for Australia, and didn't see Peter Luchek on the list there, but. Still some terrific players that will be featuring in the Australian Open Wildcard Playoff, also live streaming through Tennis Australia channel.
First set. Sam Groth
Catch
to
that
serve. Ready.
From
Play.
the 6th of December. Sam Groth about to get us underway.
Love 15.
And your year, Matt, a reasonable year on the pro circuit this year, a couple of semi-finals. You made a final this year?
Yeah, I made the final in Esperance where I lost to Ben Mitchell, my roommate for all the tournaments.
15 all.
Grothy with a cannon.
It's be handy to have just to go back to have the big serve up the sleeve whenever you need it. Pretty hard to lob a guy that's about 6'7" as well. Plenty of reach. And I think there'll be a few points like that for James Lemke, where he is doing a bit of retrieving. It's tough to play a guy that has the 3rd fastest recorded serve in the history of tennis. They certainly are coming at you pretty quickly.
(40-15). Game, Groth.
Sam Groth holding serve in his first game. Now, Matt, you played in Bendigo before, played this tournament?
Yeah, I didn't play it last year. I was training with Leighton last year instead, but the year before I played the tournament and I played Ruben Statham, and I was a bit younger then, and I actually set up and then lost to the second and started cramping in the third. In the first round.
It's the 3rd year that there has been Pro Tour tennis in Bendigo, and there's a few more people starting to come in. Obviously getting out there that the tennis is on. Very late start today with play not getting underway until 2 o'clock. We're scheduled to start from 10, so a 4-hour rain delay. Is that tough as a player when you're sitting around? What did you do? I mean, you're meant to be the first match up, and know, you've got a knock before 11, then 12, then 1. What do you do as a player when you know that, you know, you might not even get on the court that day?
At 15 love.
I guess it mixes and changes for each player, but for me, I kind of knew it was going to, like you could see it was going to rain. Was talking to some of the boys, and then after they gave us a 2-hour notice from like, I think it was 12, and they said not before 2, so we went back. I actually went back to sleep and almost slept through the alarm, which wouldn't have been too good.
Great backhand there from big Sammy
15.
Groth, just standing on the baseline and just a bit of stand and deliver there, Matt.
Yeah, he's been talking about how he's improved his ground strokes, and he's showing it now.
Not just all the big serve. James
30.
Lemke, he's been a finalist at this event before, back in 2009. I think the first year that you played the event, he lost to Matt Ebden in the final that year, but had a really good win against Greg Jones in the semis, and he was hitting the ball very well. He's had some mixed form of late. He's made some finals, and I think he got bundled out in the first round last week at Traralgon, and
Yeah,
30.
James is very solid and pretty consistent. He's pretty, like, week in, week out. You don't get too many bad performances from him, though. I think he's had a bit of an injury lately, to be honest.
But he got in the qualifying draw, I think, of all the Grand Slams this year. Unfortunately, did not progress past the first round. But certainly, he's around the mark, isn't he? And hopefully he can have a good summer and get a few opportunities this year.
40, 30.
There's big Sammy lets out a growl there.
But that's why everyone comes to watch him.
Certainly very entertaining, and hopefully a few more people can come down and check out the tennis. The weather might deter a few away today.
At 10.
Sammy Groth pressing in this opening service game of James Lemke. Some of the matches that you've played this year, Matt, talk us through some of the events, your favourite tournaments, where have you been, where have you travelled to, what's your year entailed, obviously, as we draw to this is be the last, I suppose, last Pro Tour event of the calendar for this year?
Yeah, I started the year off I played the Australian Open qualifying in doubles. I actually played with James there, and we lost to Chris Guccione and Carson Ball, which was a lot of fun. It was pretty tight, but they were a lot better than we were.
Advantage
and
Groth.
After that, I went on to the States for a few weeks and came home due to some family problems and unfortunate circumstances, and then was struggling a bit with confidence, and luckily the AIS kind of helped me out and said I could travel along with them because I was struggling a bit financially as well. And I've just been travelling through Europe with Ben, James, Duckworth, and it was great.
Game Groth.
Sam Groth getting the break, and now leading 2-0 in this first set.
Groth
James
leads
Duckworth
2 love.
is not playing the event here this year, but he's been in very good form over in Europe. I think he's won 3 Pro Tour level events.
Yeah, he won a fair few. He was on a huge winning streak. If it wasn't a win, it was a final. And James is a great guy. It was good fun travelling with him and some of the boys, him, Ben. And yeah, those boys just kept winning and winning and winning.
Well, At love 15. $15 all. $30-15.
An ace to big Sammy Groth there. That one had a bit of heat on it there, Matt.
Yeah, you'd say that's well over 200. He's one of my personal favourite to watch, with the red and black.
Fault.
He's got the Tiger Woods lucky red shirt on and matching shoes.
$30 all.
Bit of serve and volley there. He likes to talk to himself on court too a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Big Sam Groth.
He's a good guy. Great to see him back playing.
Sorry.
Nets for serve.
He's showing his all-court game there, Sam
40-30.
Groth. Getting to the net a couple of times here, and 40-30. So he'd be keen to stay in front and consolidate or keep his break in hand. He worked pretty hard to get.
Fault. Juice.
Certainly test the umpires out as well, doesn't he? Big Sammy.
Out.
It's a pretty big second serve, that one too.
Advantage Lemke.
Matt, he really opened the shoulders.
Yeah, they're massive. They're almost two opposites. James pretty quiet, pretty calm, relaxed, and doesn't miss much from the ground strokes, and yeah, and there's Sam.
Juice.
And it's a good way to save a break point. Just reach into the bag and just pull out a 200+ kilometre serve. Must be a nice bit of weaponry to have.
Yeah, most of us can only dream of having one of those.
Advantage Groth.
And another ace. It's pretty hard. It must be hard when you're playing a player like Sam Groth. You know he's going to ace you a lot. You know there's going to be a lot of times where you don't even get the serve back over the net. But I suppose you've just got to hang in there and over the duration of a 3-set tennis match, you hopefully get an opportunity.
Can you just
Juice.
cross court, possibly? Just smash the cross court so you roll it up the line into his forehand. Down.
And telling everyone exactly what he should have done there, Sam Groth.
I'm sure James will find a way sooner or later to get some back.
Advantage Groth.
Or maybe not.
We look at some of these other matchups. I think Benny Mitchell's just gone on court. Opened up a few more courts here. He's taking on Ruben Statham, who won through defeating John Peers yesterday. That'd be a pretty good quarter-final. But Ben in some good form on the pro circuit. What are your thoughts in that match?
3 games to love.
Well, Ben's in great form, and Ruben's one of the best competitors out here. But I think Ben's got in the last, or every time to play, which is around 3 or 4. So you'd have to put your money on Ben. And yeah, I'm staying with him, so I'd have to go for him.
Yes, he has didn't get a lot of on-court time in his last match with Adam Feeney, unfortunately having to withdraw, but that was always on the cards. Went into the match with a bit of what looked like a back injury and having to withdraw. We've also got some doubles finals later on today. Men's doubles, Matt Barton, Michael Look. Michael's on court at the moment, playing Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington. And Saville and Whittington having a win last week in the doubles at Traralgon. What are your thoughts on that match going forward there, Matt?
Time.
Yeah, it should be a great final. Saville and Whittington obviously are playing some really good doubles. They match up really well together, and they're both very talented, great volleys. And then Barton and Look, we actually lost them in the second round. And yeah, they play very well together, both hit the ball very big. Barton's got one of the biggest forehands I've ever seen.
Yes, they do stay hit when he hits
Love
them,
the
doesn't
team.
he? You know, I was watching a singles match him the other day playing Michael Look, and when he unloads, you would not want to be standing in front of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not fun, especially with the wind behind him.
Put yourself in James Lemke's shoes, and if this match
15 all.
continues in the same vein it started, you might be in James Lemke's shoes at some point tomorrow, because he's down love 3. They break
4.
down. Well, Sam's playing pretty well. Big serve and hitting some big shots. What do you do, Matt? Well, what should James really think about here? Just keep concentrating on his game, wait for the opportunities, or try something else?
Yeah.
30-15.
I'm really not sure what you do. Sam's playing pretty good. I'm just going to hope that he goes off the boil a little bit. He's a bit of a showman.
This becomes a pretty critical point at 30 all. James Lemke trailing love 3. It's only early in the match. It's not hit the panic stations or anything, but I'm sure he'd like to get on the board here.
At 40-30.
I suppose they're the opportunities you're talking about, playing someone like Sam Groth, who does hit a lot of flashy shots, but probably gives you a few opportunities along the way as well.
Juice.
There's not a lot you can do there. So life as a touring, aspiring top-line professional tennis player, Matt. It's not always roses and chocolates. A lot of hard work in there.
Yeah. Definitely has its ups and downs. Travelling away from home is not fun, especially for... I was away for 9 months this year. I was just happy to come back and play in Australia for a fair bit.
At advantage, Groth.
And now break points for Sam Groth. Yeah, the pro circuit, it's great to roll around back into Australia from about September and through to just past the Australian Open. There's a couple of challenger level events after the Australian Open and another couple of pro circuits. You'll be involved in those ones?
Yeah, this year I'm going to schedule myself around playing those two, Burnie Caloundra and maybe even Toowoomba, Mildura, depending on where I'm ranked at the time.
At juice.
Sam's on fire.
He just thought he had that one, I think. He's just going long over the baseline. He's hitting some big shots here. And I think it's a bit of batten down the hatches here for James Lemke. Weather the storm a bit. Another backhand winner there from Sam Groth.
Advantage, Groth.
So just looking at your current ranking as you came into this event with a good semi-final performance at Traralgon and another good showing here, you'd be a real chance to get into the top 300 in the world. Would that be a good assessment there? Or?
Yeah, well, I had to win yesterday to go in the 300s, and everyone was telling me about it before because that was my end-of-year goal, and I was pretty nervous going into the match. And in the second set, I was getting a little flustered because I thought my chance was slipping. And I was getting hot, so I was starting to feel it a bit. So I'm pretty happy now and relieved and can go out and just have fun.
Again, Groth.
Great finish to the rally. Sam Groth. Cross-court backhand. That's two cross-court backhand winners in a row. Just racking up the winners off that wing. But that's a very good effort, Matt. Top 300s, and well done. That'll hopefully open a few opportunities, perhaps some qualifying, do you think, at the Australian Open, Tennis Australia, if they can... there'd be a few wild cards into the qualifying event. You've been a good performer on the pro circuit level. You'd be perhaps interested in something like that?
Well, yeah, I've been lucky enough to play the last 3 years due to wildcards, but you never know with the cut. Maybe I might get a chance to just get in off my ranking and give a younger guy a go.
Fault.
Plenty of good young Australian talent in the men's side of the draw at the moment. Players like yourself with Ben Mitchell, James Duckworth, obviously trying to follow the lead of Bernard Tomic and even Matt Ebden as well. And Matt obviously played a fair bit on the pro circuit and just showed take your opportunities. And now he's well on his way. And Bernard Tomic obviously in the top 50 in the world now, also on their way to forging out some terrific tennis careers. And it's something that you'd be looking to replicate.
Yeah, it was a great effort by both the boys. Bernard, quarter to Wimby, was incredible. I actually personally thought he was going to beat Djokovic the way he was playing that day.
15.
And then Matt, another incredible effort as well. It was funny to feel like they were playing these 2 years ago. And now they're both top 100. Just gives everyone around here a little bit more confidence and belief that they can do it, I guess. Rather than Leighton Hewitt gets there at the age of 15 or 16.
30-15.
Yes, Sam Groth just he's a bit of a runaway train here at the moment. He really is going to take a bit of stopping here if James Lemke is to put the brakes on. He's serving big, he's hitting heavy off the ground, and James is just chasing his tail a bit at the moment. But if you're just joining us, Sam, the trolley. Not pulling that one off. If you're joining us, streaming online through the Tennis Australia channel on YouTube. And thank you to Tennis Australia and also Power Audio Visual in Bendigo here. You can check them out at powerav.com.au for all your audio visual needs. They're doing a great job live streaming the event
40-30
for free, and great opportunity to watch Pro Circuit Tennis live, going out around the world live on the YouTube channel. And encourage anyone to check it out going into the semi-finals and finals on tomorrow and Sunday.
Game, Groth.
Sam Groth runs to the chair there, Matt. He is full of confidence.
Yeah, hopefully he gets it all out of him today, and
Groth leads
tomorrow
5
he
games
comes
to
out another
love.
player.
First set.
Yes, what can you take out of this match so far, except for Sam's in reasonably good touch?
Yeah, you just got to pray that he wakes up on the different side of the bed. But I'm sure James he'll start to pick it up soon.
Yeah, it's just tough to know what to do with James Lemke at the moment. He's trying to be patient. He's trying to make him play, and Sam Groth has the answers at the moment with some big winners, serving big, and at 5-love now, a change of ends. He is looking very confident, and he's had a pretty good tournament so far. Yuri Bezeruk in the last round, there's plenty of fist pumping and come-ons and all that sort of stuff out in that match, and he got through that 4-4, and now at 5-love against James Lemke, a good performer on Pro Circuit. Things are looking pretty good for Sam Groth.
Love 15.
Another backhand winner by Grothy.
Should have to start taking some stats here, Matt. That's we've got to be into the half a dozen by now.
At love 30.
Sam Groth was on Twitter before at the start of the match, tweeting to his followers. So if you're following Sam Groth on Twitter, geez, at the change of ends, you might be able to sit down. He's looking pretty good out there. You might be able to throw out a few tweets on how he's feeling.
Fault.
He's looking very strong in this match.
Fault. Love 40.
James Lemke asking for the physio to come out on court at the next change of ends. Wondering whether he has a niggling injury or something, or is maybe just to try to give him a bit of time.
Game and first set. Groth. 6 games to love.
Huge winner back up the line. And that's the first set. We might get through our 3 matches today yet. More importantly, Matt, what do you make of those tats there that Sam's sporting?
Ladies and gentlemen, the
A
trainer
bit of
has
ink
been called
going
to
down
court.
the arm now.
Yeah, they look great. If I had those guns, I'd probably do it as well.
Perhaps he's a fan of the Collingwood Footy Club and some of Dane Swan and a couple of the other guys there, maybe following some of the lead there from the Collingwood Footy boys. But certainly going well there at the moment for Sam Groth. 6-love. I don't think he would have expected that in the first set. And he is playing very well. Winners off both sides, serving big, and Matt Reid, he looks a likely opponent for yourself in the semi-final.
Yeah, a little bit worried with this form.
few grey clouds about around Bendigo today. We did have a 4-hour rain delay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lemke is now receiving a medical timeout.
As James Lemke's going to have his 3 minutes to... what's he having worked on? Is that his arm there?
I think it's his wrist. Probably from Sam's serve.
Yes. Doing a bit of damage trying to return that 200 plus kilometre serve. But no, 4-hour rain delay here in Bendigo, so we're not getting on court until 2 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time today. And we did get on court, very fortunate, and get our quarter-final matches underway. And coming up in our ladies' mat, we have our top seed as our live stream match going on this court. Next, Casey Delacqua taking on Dai Zhao. Dai coming through the qualifying Chinese player, ranked 657 in the world. Casey brings some great profile to the pro circuit and probably brings a few more people to watch than what otherwise might not get down to the tennis. And good to see her back on the court.
Yeah, she's not only back on the court, I think she's on a 27-match winning streak, which is pretty scary, and can't imagine how many sets she's lost either.
No, she's only dropped 2 games thus far in this tournament, and she well accounted for both Ha Chu Lee, 6-love in her first match, and then Aisling Sumner, young Australian player, also through the qualies, and she wasted no time in disposing of Aisling Sumner. But some other great quarter-final matches in the ladies. A few of them on court now. We have Samantha Murray taking on Isabella Holland. A match on court 2, and we might even have a result from that match. We'll just check on that one. And Olivia Rogowska, obviously a very popular player on the pro circuit. And she is taking on Chiki Ikaidu, a Japanese player, and I think Olivia also has been on. We may have a result from that match as well.
Yeah, she just told me she won 6-love, 6-1.
Oh, there you go, Olivia through, and she's been a terrific player on the pro circuit this year, and Love and won into another semi-final. She was semi-finalist last week, I think, in Trowbridge, and had a couple of wins on the pro circuit this year. And good to see her going well into the Australian summer, and hopefully some opportunities with her ranking back inside the top 200. She might get some opportunities at the Australian Open and some of the other WTA level events in January.
Time.
So, folks, unfortunately, we've had a court change with Casey Delacqua going on court 6 due to the rain and the threat of the weather. So, unfortunately, the live stream match of Casey Delacqua will not go on court number 1 today. We will see if there is another match to bring to you live stream.
Faults. Love 30.
Ball's down. Ball down there.
Fifteen 30.
Serve, mate.
30 all.
Wow, that is good.
30, 40.
I've just been joined by Olivia Rogowska. How did you play today?
Hi. Yeah, I played pretty well. Had a good win. 6-1, 6 love, so it was nice and easy. How did you play?
Yeah, I played pretty good. I was happy to get through my match, and now it's fun watching Sam play.
Yeah, it's good to see him back after a bit of a break.
Yeah, he's looking pretty big.
Nice new tats.
So what do the girls think of the tats?
Juice.
Now, please.
Yeah, I think they're pretty impressed. Makes him look like a really tough guy. Yeah, I've heard he's been doing well with the ladies, so
Another good shot by Sam.
Advantage Groth.
How would you feel returning Sam's serve?
Game. Groth.
I've seen bigger.
First game. Second set.
What, in the women's game?
No, it's pretty big. Be a bit scary facing it.
Fifteen love.
Who do you play now?
I play my friend Bella Holland. She just had a win over Sam Murray. So she's been playing pretty well lately,
That's
so it's been a
30
really
love.
tough match.
Have you two played before?
Yeah, we've this year we travelled a bit together and trained a bit together, so we know each other's games pretty well. We've played each other plenty of times, so we know how we play. Should be a good match.
Well, good luck in that match.
Thanks, Matt.
Thirty, 15.
Where have you been this year, Olivia?
Been to plenty places.
30 all.
I started off the year in Europe. Was based in the UK for a bit with Bella and James Trotman. Then we went to Uzbekistan, which was lots of fun. Then we headed up to the clay, all over France, Italy, all the nice places, then headed off to the States. So it was a long trip. What was your favourite place you went to this year?
My favourite place? Probably Serbia,
40,
because I ended
30.
up winning the tournament. And there are a few other factors. But it was a lot of fun travelling in Europe, and yeah, I enjoyed it. What about you?
That was good. you get used to it after a while. Lots of airports, hotel rooms.
Juice.
It's not as fancy as everyone thinks, but it's a lot of fun.
So who's your favourite male tennis player?
Why hit it there when you're off balance?
Obviously, Rafa. He's my favourite.
Advantage, Lemke.
He's so fit, tried so hard, such a great player. Plus he's really cute, so always a pleasure to watch him.
That's game. Lemke.
Lemke on the board.
1 game more.
So what are your thoughts on Bendigo? Do you enjoy the place? Have you been up too much?
Yeah, just been hanging around with a few friends and that's about it really, but it's been a lot of
15
fun.
love.
Enjoyed my time here and yeah, hopefully can come back next year.
Out!
30 love.
Out!
30-15.
So with the playoff coming up, how do you rate your form coming into it as you've done pretty well in there the last few years?
Yeah, it's that time of year again. Yeah, I've been playing pretty well. Had a strong second half of the year, so been pleased with how things have been going. Obviously, there's going to be lots of tough players. Casey's been playing really well, so has Bella, so has many younger juniors, so it's going to be tough this year, but yeah, I'm feeling
40-15.
good, so hopefully.
What would you put your great results in the second half of the year down to?
Just hard work. Been working hard, so obviously that pays off always in the end. Just been working a few things with my coach, Chris Johnston. They've been
Yeah,
coming together
Groth.
in matches, so yeah, it's exciting. Looking forward to
Groth
January.
leads 2-1 second set and by 1 set to love.
So I saw you play doubles this week,
I knew you were going to say that.
and how did that end up?
Yeah, played with Sasha Jones from New Zealand. It's the first time we ever played together. We had tough first round match, but our second round match didn't go very well. We lost love and love, but it was closer than it sounds. Lost a couple of juice games, and then
Tie.
credit to our opponents, they played really well. So they've been going really well. Good luck to them in the final today.
Love 15. 15 all.
What do you think of Sam's form this match?
Yeah, obviously his service is strength. He's been serving really well. And he seems to be hitting the ball well. So, yeah, it looks like a tough match.
Do you think James can come back, or what are your predictions?
Well, James is always a tough player to beat. So, it's never over till you win the last point. So, looks like the second set might be a bit tighter than the first.
Hey, Matt, what are you doing? What? What are you talking about, you mister? What? Yeah.
James not happy about a line call.
Yeah, it must be tough being an umpire/linesman.
15-30.
Yep, get abused.
Cranky girls.
Girls are way more behaved than guys.
You took your eyes off the ball for a good second when it was bouncing. I don't know approximately how long it was.
Sam's on fire at the moment.
15-40. Fault.
Come on.
Out. Game. Groth. Groth leads 3 games to 1.
And we thank
15
Matt
off.
Reed and Olivia Rogoska for their insightful comments live on the Pro Tour and obviously how they've gone this week. But we're seeing Sam Groth in some devastating form out here.
30 love.
And it continues with another big service ace. And he has been in terrific form throughout the duration of this match. And really not giving James Lemke any chance at all to get into any sort of rhythm.
Thirty 15. 40-15.
And now points to go 2-4-1. Break in hand. And James Lemke not happy before with umpire's call. Thought the ball
Groth.
caught the net
Groth
on
leads
the outside of the
second
single
set
stick,
by 1
but
set to love. New balls, please.
was not called from the chair umpire, and James Lemke was not happy with the call, and it probably did get the better of him there, but he's trying to put that behind him, and he really wants to try to stay in this match against the man Mountain, who's in some pretty good form. He's serving big, he's hitting winners, and he's making it extremely tough for James Lemke to really do too much at all to stop Sam Groth, trying to get through to semi-final stage of this Pro Circuit event, coming to you from Bendigo. And grey skies out, but no rain, as we're joined by Josh Herkis back into the commentary position. And Josh, match is at 1-4-1 to Sam Groth, defending champion at the event, and he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he certainly is, Leon. I wouldn't want to bet against him to even take this title out if he can continue on playing the way that he has been. Certainly looks right on the ball at the moment. He's just reading everything perfectly, apart from maybe one or two false shots, which he was able to pick himself up on as soon as he hit them. So he's certainly got a great understanding of James Lemke's game. Obviously, James has just come back from a wrist injury over the last couple of weeks, which seems to be hampering his progress a little bit. But Sam Groth just looks so powerful out there. I'd love to be able to have a radar gun on some of those serves that look like they're well in the 200k mark.
Net for serve.
Yes, he certainly he's looking $1 million, Sam Groth. He's serving very big.
At 15 all.
He's also backing that up. He's talked up his baseline game, and talked it up in the clubhouse, that he really thinks he has improved off the ground, and I think we've seen that today. He's hit numerous backhand winners, particularly. And,
at 15-30.
James Lemke, he's a bit at sea here. It's certainly not going the way that he would have hoped this match to go down a set 4-1 and serving now at 15-30.
At 30 all.
Just a tad too long there from Sam Groth, but that's probably another area where last time I saw him play, he certainly looks to have improved a little bit, Leon, with those slice backhands and his ability to read the play, as in when to come in maybe a little bit later on in a rally rather than trying to hit the first off shot that he can. He's just willing to wait for the ball to land in the right spot where he can use that strength and power, or even his placement at certain times, which is probably an underestimated part of his game.
Great point there from
30,
Sam
40.
Groth to bring up break points and really put this match on ice here. If he can consolidate one of these, he's
Net for serve. Juice.
Good save there from James Lemke, an important time in this match for him. He really needs to hold this serve and regain some of that composure he had at the very start of the match if he's going to be able to provide any more opposition for Sam Groth. That's better. The last couple of points look good for
Advantage
James.
Lemke.
Lemke. He's just sort of waited for Sam Groth to play the ball back and then having a think before he decides where to place it rather than just blasting it back as hard as what he could, which he has been doing more often than not today.
Fault. Juice.
Oh, terrific backhand there. It certainly looks like Sam Ross starting to sort of work on that a little bit more. Each game that we've seen him play throughout this tournament, it's slowly been improving, and he looks to be gaining some of that match fitness back as well, which obviously only having played the 8 matches before this tournament on the Pro Tour circuit is something you'll have to work on before that playoff for the Australian Open wildcards next week.
And James Lemke,
Advantage Lemke.
a rare winner in this match. Good forehand, setting up the point well there with his forehand, and that's what he needs to do plenty more of if he's to force his way back into this match.
Game Lemke.
And holding there a good service game there for
Groth
James
leads 4 games to
Lemke,
2.
fending off break points. And now 4-2 in the second set. Sam Groth taking the first set and trying to put this match to bed in 2 sets. Some other results today. We've heard Olivia Rogoska in the ladies' side of the draw, winning through her match, getting through to semi-final. And as she said, she will be taking on Isabella Holland.
15 love.
And, Isabella and Olivia, they room together, know each other's games very well. And on court also, court 6 at the moment, we've got Casey Delacqua, the #1 seed in the tournament. And she was due to go on this court, but with the
30
weather
love.
and just the delay, she's been pushed on to court number 6 at the moment. And she'll play the winner of Sasha Jones. I think Sasha Jones has won that match.
I'm
40
not
love.
exactly sure. Hopefully we can get a score update about that soon, but I'm guessing the way that Sasha's been playing over the last few days, she certainly would have had a great chance, just as this wind, Leon, has picked up right on court 1.
Game Groth.
Beautiful little depth shot there from
Nice
Sam Groth.
backhand, just
Groth leads 5 games to 2.
combining
Second set. And by 1 set to love.
power and the death touch there. Little drop shot. He would have enjoyed that little drop shot, I think, as he sits down at 5-2. And he now has a couple of opportunities to try to close out this match, and where he would be taking on Matt Reed in the semi-final stage here tomorrow, trying to defend the tournament that he won here last year. And Sam Groth back on the pro circuit is great to see after a bit of time away. I think it's been a tough year for Sam with injuries and a few other things happening in his life. But he's putting that behind him, and he's in great form here.
Time.
If he can get through this match, I think he would be in good stead. Matt Reed, who was commentating this match earlier on, certainly looked like he had his work cut out for him, and he didn't seem to have the answers that James Lemke could use, and
15 love.
whether he can come up with any himself should they play tomorrow, should Sam win through this match. Only time will tell.
Oh, great shot there by
15 all.
Groth to bring it to 15-0. But yeah, that matchup, if Sam comes through today's match against Matt Reed, will certainly be a battle of 2 big hitting players there. I think Sam's probably shown today a little bit more of an all-round game so far.
15
Just
30.
plays that passing backhand shot cross court.
Out. 15-40.
2 match points here, Leon, for Sam Groth.
15:40. Just a reminder, this live stream brought to you by Power Audio Visual. All your Power Audio Visual needs in Bendigo and Central Victoria. Visit them at powerav.com.au.
Out.
Grant and the team will do doing a fantastic job on the live stream this week, bringing you all the pictures.
40.
And they can take care of any of your media or other related requirements you might have. And that'll do it.
Game, set, match, Groth.
Game,
2
set,
sets
match.
to love.
2
6 love,
Sam
6-2.
Groth. As the umpire said, 6 love, 6-2 in a commanding performance. Taking out the number 2 seed, James Lemke. The next match we are going to bring to you live stream is the men's doubles final. We have Matthew Barton and Michael Look taking on Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington. That should be a terrific match. Be able to click one of the icons on YouTube just below there. Match coming up very soon on court number 1, not before 4:30. So it'll basically go straight on to court. Thank you for joining us, and well done to Sam Groth. He's through to the semi-finals of the William Laud Bendigo International.